Good morning, boys and girls. In today's English lesson, we're going to be predicting the sequence of the story. The sequence means the order of the story. So we're going to have a look at some of the pictures from the story and put them in an order that we think the story happens. Here are the pictures below. So here are the pictures that you should have from the story. It's not all of the pictures from the storybook, but just some of the main pictures. So here we've got the gorilla and a little girl visiting some other gorillas. We've got a picture of a little girl and a man. That could be her daddy, maybe. We've got a cake and some presents. I wonder what special day it is for the little girl. Here we've got a picture of what might be a bedroom, because I can see the end of a bed and a big gorilla at the end of the bed. This picture looks like a little girl and a man, maybe her daddy again. What time of day do you think it is? That looks like some cereal to me. Maybe they're having some breakfast together. Here on this picture, I can see the little girl in the corner. She looks very lonely. It looks like she might be eating a sandwich and watching some telly. Very dark in the picture. Maybe it's nearly night time. Here we've got the little girl and the gorilla outside. It looks late. Here we've got the gorilla and the girl dancing. I think it might be late at night as well because I can see the moon there. Here we've got somebody in a coat and the little girl, and I think that's a toy gorilla in her hand. They look like they're walking somewhere. Maybe they're going to somewhere, or maybe they're going home. This picture looks like we've got a gorilla dressed as a superhero flying over New York. Oh, actually, I think this might be a cinema. And then here we've got a picture of a little girl and a gorilla having some lunch together. Once you've been through all the pictures and had a little guess what you think each picture might be about, you're then going to chop your pictures up like this. So you've got all of the pictures. And with your grown-up, you're going to have a look at each picture and organise what order you think the pictures might be in. And this is completely up to you. You might think that the little girl has her breakfast first. You might think that the little girl wakes up first in her bedroom. You might think that she wakes up and then has her birthday presents. She might have her breakfast first and then open her birthday presents afterwards. She might watch the television before she goes to bed. It is your choice. It's what you think happens in the story, what order you think the pictures are in. So Miss Ford thinks, and this is just my idea, I think the little girl might have breakfast with her daddy and then they open her birthday presents. Then I think later in the day she has some lunch and then maybe she goes to bed. I think once she's in bed, the gorilla takes her on an adventure. And I remember this from the blurb. They went on an amazing night out. Wonder what order they go on the adventure. I think they might go swinging through the trees first and arrive at a zoo. Then after the zoo, they might go dancing in the garden and go and watch a film. And then they might be so hungry at the end of the adventure that they go for some dinner. And at the end, they might go home. But this is just my version of the story. You can put the pictures in any order you want. Now Miss Ford sorted the pictures into the orders that she thinks. She's going to write some simple sentences to explain what she thinks is happening in each picture. Remember, capital letters, finger spaces and full stops. You're getting really good at this. Now today I've got some of our snazzy writing paper to help us with our capital letters, finger spaces, full stops. Remember, Fred helps us sound out our words. Capital letter at the beginning, finger space between our words, full stop at the end of sentence. Read your sentence through to check it makes sense. So, Miss Ford's first picture in her sequence, she thinks it's the little girl and the daddy having breakfast together. You might think something different, so your first picture might be a little bit different, but this is my first picture. Stick my picture. And I'm going to use the word first. First, I think they have breakfast. I'm trying really hard with my joined up handwriting. Then I'm going to get my next picture. Stick my picture and write my sentence next to it. I'm going to be using time words like first, second, then, next, after, following on, later on, after that. See if you can use some of these words to write your sentences. Then, the little girl opened her presents. Full stop at the end. After, this is just what I think, remember. You might think something different or have some other exciting ideas. After, let me have a look at the picture. After, I think the little girl watched a film and had some lunch. After, I think it's a red word, I should remember how to spell that. The little girl whirl and twirl. After, I think the little girl watched and ate her lunch. Full stop. You might want to add a little bit more information. I think the little girl is lonely because she's all on her own. Next picture, remember it's what you think, not what Miss Ford thinks. Stick it and write your sentences. I can't wait to see what order you put your pictures in and what super sentences you write with your pictures. Don't forget to email them to me, Miss Billick and Miss McGrath. We can't wait to see what you've got up to today in English. Bye everyone.